Bronx, New York 10466. Our friendly and courteous staff is ready and waiting. So pick up the phone. Don't delay. Call us at 914-384-4903 or 914-361-9466. Also visit our website at www.udssolution.com or email expow473@gmail.com. Universal Document Solution Inc. No hassle. We do it all for you.
Welcome to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Monday, 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 Monday. Did I say Monday? I did. Monday. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I am Lady D. Denise Gomez, your producer and presenter of the show. Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. How are you all doing? What have you done over the weekend? How are your children doing? I'm feeling good. I'm sitting in a new chair. and it's comfortable. This afternoon's program is called The Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Thank you for joining me. Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx, and Universal Document Solution Inc., 4225 Monticello Avenue in the Bronx are my proud sponsors. Hello, everybody. Put a smile on your face, slap a little color. You can hear that. I'm slapping. Slap a little color in your cheeks and say, I'm here today and I'm grateful. I am happy. Coming up, the Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here with great music. Then we have Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. You'll be hearing my voice this afternoon, and the question I posed today: why are people afraid to go to the doctor? That's my voice in Voices. A Jamaica Ting this afternoon, 3 most popular Jamaican meat dishes. I'll be sharing that scoop with you. And of course, keeping you in the know at 6 p.m. with news, happenings, and facts. Chris Wilby joins me today. He MIA'd on us last week, but he's back. And we close the program with Community Life, real stories of people's experiences and culture, issues and concerns as we see them. This afternoon's topic, family traits, blessings or curses. What have you observed in your family? And have you heard about my hashtag, ITZ The Monday Drive, host Lady D, ITZ Radio, ITZ Community Life. Don't forget to email me inside the zone, nyc@gmail.com. My Facebook page is Lady D Denise Gomez. My YouTube channel, Inside the Zone with Lady D. And thanks to my executive producer here, who gave me a new feature on the Facebook page. Thank you, Dex. We got great music lined up for you this afternoon. Did I tell you that today is my, what kind of day is it? The Soul Classic Monday. I'm always coming up with some stuff. I coined the right things just for you. So good afternoon to you. Welcome. Of course, it's now time for us to get into the Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. And did I also tell you that, of course, joining me this afternoon is Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. That's Chris Wilby's broadcast house called www.caribbeanvibesradio.com, and Unity Gospel Radio out of Sunrise in Florida, and signradio.net. Hello to you. 5:22 p.m. Let's get the show on the road. That's what I like to say. Did I say what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And of course, someone special is celebrating her birthday today, but I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's start off with some great music on a Monday afternoon. It's my Soul Classic Monday.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh.
What better way to start off with my soulful classic Monday. I love him, may his soul rest.
Brutality
Marvin.
to me, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Right on. Right on. Right. Everybody thinks we're at home. Oh, but who are they to judge us? Simply cause our hair is long. Oh, you know that we've got to find. Bring some understanding here today. Pick it loud and pick it sound. Don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Right on, right on. Right on.
25 minutes after 5 o'clock. Soulful Classics Monday. Starting it off with Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. And you know that's my favorite phrase. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, taking you to more music on a Monday afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing. Let me take this call.
Very superstitious. Writings on the wall.
Let me take this call very quickly.
Superstitious.
Hello, how are you? Let me talk to you very quickly. How are you?
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hi, is this a John High show?
No, that ended a while ago.
Oh, it ended already?
Yes.
And what time it is? Oh, Lord.
It's 27 after 5.
yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
When you believe in things that you don't understand and you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Yeah. Ooh, very superstitious. Wash your face and hands.
Wow, wow, wow. 5:30 p.m. Soulful Classic Monday. Marvin Gaye and then Stevie Wonder. What more could you want? Hello, everyone. My name is Denise. Lady D. Gomez, good afternoon to you, and you, wherever you are tuning in from. This is Linkage Radio, 104.5, 101.7 FM, broadcasting with me this afternoon. Signradio.net. CaribbeanVibesRadio.com and Unity Gospel Radio. How are you, everyone? Welcome to Happy Marine, Goldborn, Pat, Ryan. They're now on the Facebook page. So thank you, Ryan. You know, I have to try to make, a pop a little bit. And of course, I'd like to right now acknowledge the fact that today's Pat's birthday. Happy birthday, Pat. Lots of love and blessings to you. And I know that you are covered by the blood of Jesus Christ. There's no greater covering that you could have, my love. So I thank you for supporting me over the years, just being a family here at Linkage Radio and on my radio broadcast. So I thank you, and may God continue to bless you and keep you. So again, happy birthday to you, my Pat. And you continue to just air your views. And they're always so constructive. So we welcome you. This is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside right here on Linkage Radio, your budding and buzzing station, 24/7, 365 days for the year. It is now time for the segment Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. This afternoon, you'll be hearing my voice. And I'm asking the question, and I wish I could take the call right now, but I can't. So whomever is calling me, I'd just like you to hold on a little bit, please. I'm not able to take your call right now, but you can call me right after. So I'm asking the question, why are people afraid to go to the doctor? Anyone has an answer for me? Welcome to the segment Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. I am the host of the radio program Inside the Zone with the Lady D. It started on June 5, 2008. In the segment Voices this afternoon, I chose to air my voice in this segment. I thought about what I wanted to introduce to my listening and viewing audience today. And I realized that there is a serious element of fear in our people. And when I make mention of fear, I'm talking about a global fear. A global fear of the coronavirus pandemic, a global fear of the strain of the coronavirus, the Delta virus, a global fear of people actually needing the help they need to prolong their lives, but certainly not the virus. And ever since I was growing up, I realized that there are people who refuse, literally, to go to the doctor. If there is a pain in the knee, there is an alternative by way of natural remedies, you name it, they administer it, and they feel the pain is gone. It's no longer there. If there is a cough or a cold, there is a bush for that. And so I can speak from the Caribbean West Indian background in which I was raised. That is how people relate to taking care of the ailments when they come. Recently, a young woman in my office has a severe backache. And I realized that something was wrong. And I said to her, "What is wrong?" She says there is a pain that is constantly in her back. I recommended that she go to see the doctor. And she told me that her mom has been massaging it. And that triggered something in me, because then I said to myself, if the pain is so severe to the point where she sits for a few minutes and she's in such pain, then the massage is not working. Something is not right. But again, though she is born in this country, she still is being raised by West Indian Jamaican parents. And so the alternative is to do the massage, put the heat on, but yet the pain has not gone away. So my question today in Voices, this segment that I have been airing other people's voices as long as I can recall doing this segment. My question today is, why is it that we do not like to go to the doctor? And my underlying reason is fear. We don't want to go to the doctor because we fear of what we will be told. So whether it's a broken fingernail that has been infected, a severe pain in the back, the coronavirus pandemic that has wiped out millions of people across the globe, we are still fearful of what the virus will do to us. We're fearful of what we will be told if we go to the doctor. And the cycle continues. It's a recurring decimal. We will not go to the doctor because we have our own alternative remedies. But I think we need to rethink. God didn't create wisdom for man to study the human anatomy and it just goes without being utilized, that their skills and the wisdom and what they have been taught, they have a role to play. So think about it. Wherever you are listening to my voice today, think about it. Doctors have a purpose. And if you think about it, if you have a broken ankle and you decide to wrap that ankle and put busy on it and all kinds of heat and stuff, the ankle might just heal out of its rightful place because you wrap it and it wasn't wrapped right. So you end up with a horse-looking ankle. That's my thought in Voices today. Rethink. Have your thoughts reconfigured, because at some point it's to your demise. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. Thank you for tuning in to Voices today. Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228. 5:38 p.m. Good afternoon to you, wherever you are tuning in. Want to say hello to parents who right now are uncertain as to whether they're sending their children back to school, if they're going to keep them with the online learning. Those who are preparing to send their children back to school, and the mandate that has been handed down that, wherever you're working, you had better get your COVID evidence in place. All kinds of changes are taking place in the world, and if you're not paying attention, then you're going to be caught off guard. So welcome, everyone. Don't forget, at 6 p.m. we have our news segment and we have our Community Live segment. And in Community Live, we're asking blessings or curses. Have you ever observed that there are just some things in your family that just sticks out like a sore thumb? Or there's some things that are just wonderful in your family, where you have people who aspire for academia. Everybody's just brilliant, or they're just poor or something. Let's talk about that. It's all about community life, the things we observe in our community with our people. So hello, welcome to you. Don't forget to share the YouTube link with someone and let them know that Inside the Zone with Lady D is on. And it's informative, entertaining, and so much more. Don't forget, I'm here just for you. So I want to say welcome to you today. Don't forget, I am here to keep your company until 7 p.m. Right now, it's time for me to take you to some more music. Did I say it is Soulful Classic Monday? So you get information. I give you a little rest with some music, entertain you a bit. So more music for you on a Monday afternoon. Let's get the show on the road. And, you know, people like Eddie and all those people will know this song. Right, Ed? Good afternoon to my seniors. Yeah, it's my Soulful Classics Monday. So hello to you, and you. If you feel like these songs have taken you back, I'm glad. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Don't forget, I'll be here with you until what time? I'll be here until 7 p.m. this evening. The show is brought to you by Universal Document Solution, Inc. They take care of you. At Universal Document Solution, Inc., we are the best in resolving your passport, birth certificate, and driver's license needs. But that's not all we have to offer. Our services also include marriage certificates, late entry of name, late registration, deed poll, preparing immigration forms, notary public services, and other specialized documents designed to meet your needs. UDS is at 4225 Monticello Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10466. Our friendly and courteous staff is ready and waiting. So pick up the phone. Don't delay. Call us at 914-384-4903 or 914-361-9466. Also visit our website at www.udssolution.com or email expow473@gmail.com. Universal Document Solution, Inc. No hassle. We do it all for you.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
And so I welcome you back. It's now time for me to take you to a Jamaica thing. You know how I do in the Jamaica thing, don't you? I take you back to some sweet, sweet tasting food on a Monday afternoon, Lord.
It's a land of special people, a place where champions grow, a magical vibe, so much more than you will ever know. You can't ignore the music, reggae so profound, and when it comes to the track, you know that Jamaica won't back down. On top of the world, we're more than just an island in the sun, a great nation. My mind is saying, welcome everyone to Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Come experience the culture, we do it like no other. Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Come seek the island's treasure. Welcome to Jamaica.
Yeah, welcome. You know I'm Jamaican, so I tend to filter segments in my program centered around my culture. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Jamaica Ting. I have 3 of the most popular, they say, not on my account. I kind of believe it, but 3 most popular Jamaican meat dishes. What are your favorites? Because I know people love this and they love that. And, you drop in a little this and dash of that. And how Mary cook over there is not the same way, Miss Betsy won't taste over here. Though they may do it a similar way, everybody's pot just tastes differently. So, the Caribbean island of Jamaica is usually associated with white palm shaded beaches. We know that when we're selling it like we're doing for tourism, right? We talk about the pristine beaches and all of that white sand, and we talk about the mountainous terrain and all those kinds of things. And so we even talk about ganja, right? You walk some corners. Right now I was driving here coming and I'm passing a spot. I'm like, what is that? And then oh yeah, I smelt it, because I can smell it afar off and it doesn't do me well at all. And then we talk about the fragrance of the allspice and the fried food and the coconut oil. And we tell you you can even use coconut oil and rub down your foot when you have no lotion. That kind of thing, right? And we talk about the warm tropical waters. And we talk about the swamp. A lot of you grew up around swamp and rivers. And you talk about when the river come down and stuff like that. And I've gone through a series of those things with you over the years. But when it comes on to our food, man, is either you can cook very well. We don't do in between. Is either you get it right or it's a disaster, right? And sometimes if you know you can cook well, you have no problem saying, oh, you won't come over. But if you think it don't really meet the standard, and somebody says, boy, Lady D, me can get some of your dinner. And you say, oh, me don't only cook for me and so on. And so me not have much leave. But when the food really, really, really nice, you have no qualms about talking how people lick them finger, that kind of thing, do you? So let's talk about one of the top 3, like the oxtail with broad beans. Even if you don't do broad bean, you just season that right. Whether you want to put it into your, what they call the pot again? have a senior moment. Yeah. You put it in that pot. Pressure cooker. And you pressure up, man. And if you don't like pressure cooker, then you're going to just do it stove top and work it until it's soft and tender. So oxtail with broad beans is a traditional Jamaican stew. So they say that's one of the top, and that's number one. It's a traditional Jamaican stew consisting of chopped oxtail, onions, garlic, ginger, chili peppers, fava beans, water, cornstarch, and seasonings such as black pepper, allspice, thyme, and salt. And you could perhaps drop in your own. The stew is slowly simmered over medium heat until it thickens. Now, if you do oxtail and it looking like your gravy have 100 meters, get it right. Long water, they call it, right? And the beans develop a tender texture. Miss Jackie is on watching. I'm sure Jackie know how to. No, Jackie can cook and bake and whatnot. And so, Jackie. So, this dish is beloved by numerous locals as it is full of flavor and the meat is so tender that it easily falls off the bone. I usually wonder why oxtail is so expensive. Because it's bone. By the time you do something, I don't eat it, but by the time you nibble, it nothing left, and then you're fighting to get the juice, suck up the juice out of the bone because it is just so tasty. They claim that it is recommended to serve it warm over plain rice or rice and peas. Oxtail and broad bean. Then they say number 2 is, guess which one? Guess. Brown stew chicken. Now, to me, chicken is one of the easiest meats to prepare. But it can also be a disaster if you don't get it right. If you get home one evening, take it out of the freezer, run hot water. And if you don't have hot water, and you put on water on the fire, and you throw it over it, and you work on it until it gets soft enough. Even if ice in there still, you can wash it off, and you get your sharpest knife and you cut. If the knife not so sharp, then you saka. Anybody remember that term? You saka it until you get it cut nicely sliced up, right? And you put your dash of this and dash of that, whether it's white rice, pasta, rice and peas, plantain, whatever, you cook it with it. And it can be nice. But I know that stew chicken can also not come out too well either. No matter how we think, it's easy to cook. So brown stew chicken is, they say, is a spicy Jamaican dish consisting of chicken peas. Oh, poor people, them. Red peas that are simmered in a rich gravy. Man, if you get your stew chicken gravy right, you are a sell-off. You can pour that over the rice alone and eat it and you're good. I don't eat it, right? But the dish is traditionally served with rice and peas, fried ripe plantains and sliced tomatoes. And you whip up your salad of whatever kind you want to. And you have dinner. I hope somebody's taste buds gone off the chain here now. And guess which one they say now? Then you have Jamaican jerk. Now, a lot of us West Indians love pork. Mas Arnold, right? You love Mas Arnold endlessly. Can't help yourself with Mas Arnold. So in the past, jerk was used to refer to a pig that was slowly grilled over a fire of pimento wood. Today, the main ingredient is typically chicken, pork, or beef. So you have jerk pork, jerk beef, jerk chicken. And people jerking all kinds of things these days as well. Jerk refers to a unique Jamaican cooking method where pork, chicken, beef, seafood, and even fruits and vegetables are cooked over a fire pit or on a grill. Some people have the jerk down pat. I remember when I used to work in New Kingston and we would go right by that place there. So, what it name again? and you get your jerk. It's a jerk center. And you go in, man, and you get whatever you want jerked. And you go home on a Friday and you're good after that. It's like you don't want to eat anything else when you salivate all of that juice and stuff. But regardless of the meat, the key ingredient to real jerk is a unique spicy seasoning, a blend of, and they claim they have the remedy. But the people with the best jerk hands know how to jerk their stuff. So I gave you 3 of the top Jamaican meats that people love. Jamaican jerk, pork, chicken, fish, you name it, brown stew chicken, and, of course, oxtail with broad beans. Looks, I just put you in a stupor, didn't I? And that is good. At least I have use. So hello to those of you who are tuning in with me this afternoon. I'd like to take a call. So let me see who I have under stress this afternoon. Good afternoon to you. How are you? Hello? Hello? All right, so somebody needs to talk to me, but you can get back to me. So, yes, 914-600-4228, that's the number, 914-600-4228. It is a wonderful Monday. I just gave you something to think about. Go home, go cook, stop a shop, stop a supermarket, wherever. You know, when I tell people, you know, I am glad I was raised in Clarendon. You all don't know. You all don't know how I am glad I was raised in Clarendon. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Good afternoon. All right, not hearing them. All right, you may give me a call back. Not too sure why you can't hear me. Let's try this again. Good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Yes, good day. How are you?
I am wonderfully blessed, thanks. How about, well, I don't need to ask about you. You look it.
Oh, yes. In the Monday afternoon here, Ryan, I tell you. How you
You
been?
look it, you look it.
Mm-hmm.
And happy birthday to Sister Pat.
Yes, it's Pat's birthday. So nice.
Oh, hope we shall drink a bottle of wine one of them days.
Yeah, I hope you can put your hollow out. She hearing. She hearing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but how you forget the chicken back? Not like the good old chicken back, you know.
Well, you know, I was working with my my article and they gave me 3. But I was saying that you can jerk just about anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the harnal, don't know, Sister D, there's no good cooking a harnal like the one that cook a grung in the kerosene pan. You forget the one there?
No, sir, I don't. I tell you, Ryan.
They have what they raise on the guango tree with them time by foot on the guango tree
Oh,
from
gosh.
when?
I know.
When people are peeling skin, I even think the peeling skin cursing pan for your head cross the river to go feed the hag on the guango tree.
There you go. Lord of mercy. And every day the poor pig, you know, I say, you notice, you know, I made them a prepare for though. I'm sure the poor pig is saying, you see, them a feed me and a watch me every day.
Anytime you start give me course, you know that the day is very close.
Yes.
Anytime you start give the hag the course, you know that Lord, my days number.
I know.
Clean them up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I tell you. But you're good though. Nice to hear you,
Yeah,
Ryan.
No complaint, my heart goes out to all the Haiti people.
Yes,
And the world is in a turmoil.
It is. Mm-hmm. All of that we have in
Yeah.
our newscast for this afternoon. Rough times. Rough times.
Look up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Men running to and fro.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
All
thank
right,
you.
give somebody else a touch.
Blessings. Okay.
Yes.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. That's Ryan right there. All right. Good afternoon to everyone. Jackie, what did you say here now? Jackie says, um, some goat me cook yesterday and it even nicer today. See they know? That's right. Ah, Lordy. Oh, what they call it, overnight food. Some things I don't like overnight. It just don't taste so good to me. Some things I don't like overnight, and some things I do. So, especially Chinese food, you better just eat that in one sitting, because when you go put that in fridge and come back to it, it really doesn't taste all that good. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Coming up in a few minutes, of course, we'll be keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. So that's a wrap for a Jamaica Ting this afternoon.
Never forget that we coming from afar, but now we climb to the top. Oh my God, so proud of who we are. No, 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 nobody can shake us. No, 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 nobody can break us. We're rooted and grounded, protected by God. Heaven knows we are.
There's a certain gentleman who just popped in. His name is Chris Welby of Caribbean Vibes Radio. Oh dear. Mr. Welby? Hello? Okay. So he's going to have to call me back, whatever happened there.
Sweet Jamaica, come seek me and let's treasure. Welcome to Jamaica. Come and let us take you out and show you what we're all about. And I know you want to get on down.
I wonder if Mr. Wilby's on the line.
I am.
Mr. Wilby, how you do?
My auntie.
Your auntie. It's only people from St. Thomas have that kind of talk.
I am from St. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
The wise men come from the east.
Oh, yeah. I hear that. How is that working for you? How is that working for you?
Well, you know. Very well, you know.
Working very well for you.
It drove me to a lady named Denise Gomez, and we're doing great things.
I'm telling you. All right. Born in Kingston and raised in North Central Clarendon. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid and ashamed to talk about where I grew up and the people I know and all of that. So welcome, Chris Wilby. We missed you last week. It's Pat's birthday, too, today.
So, man, you just a birthday bubble, so, man. Me just say it, you know, but you just make Pat believe, so me not observe what I go on.
Would you like me to hang up? we can hang up and you start again.
Happy birthday, Pat. Yeah, I'm gonna have you sing for Pat later on, Lady B.
Okay.
And sing happy birthday, because I know you have the voice, you know. So
yeah.
I mean.
Someone was calling us, but they seem to have dropped for some reason. Well, good to hear you. You're well. I know you've been busy, and busy's a good thing. Summer will be winding down soon, so everybody's trying to get in their little nooks of, the summer. We have such long winter, cold months,
Oh man, I tell you, I get depressed over the winter, you know. I really do.
Hey, sticking with me, you can't get depressed. Stop. You don't get depressed when you're sticking with me. But watch it now, Chris Wilby. Watch it. We don't use that.
When I say September start coming around, the spirit start to get damp.
Your spirit drop.
Yes.
Oh dear Lord. Oh Lord, the way we speak. Yeah.
The jerk chicken, man. The jerk chicken, that is when you get the right jerk, because not everybody, as you say, not everybody knows the flavor and all of that, but when you get the right jerk chicken, I don't think anything can beat that,
right?
I don't eat pork, so I can't talk about the pork, but I can tell you that the jerk chicken
So how come you don't
Yeah,
eat
that's
Mass?
my favorite.
So wait, what happened? What is the prejudice against Mass Arnold?
Rastaman na mix up in a bangarang yan.
You, yeah, you,
Lady D, I don't think I'm eating pork for about 40 years, 41 years probably.
okay.
If I was to be exact, yeah. I used to eat it when I was a child, but
No, that you're a
started
man.
going against me from early, so
Okay.
I stopped.
Oh, so you put away
Yeah.
childish things.
Now you're talking.
There
Now
you
you
go.
see where I'm coming from.
Yeah, that's why we work so well together. We can bounce
Yeah,
off one
of
another.
course. I told you, the wise men come from the
The
east.
East. I hear that. I hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do on a Monday afternoon. Chris Wilby is here with me, and we are now ready to get into our newscast in the segment we call Keeping You in the Know with News, Happenings, and Facts. So, welcome. And by the way, I would like to thank my audience who are on the YouTube channel, those who are listening and watching via CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, those of you who are listening on signradio.net and Unity Gospel Radio. It's a wonderful afternoon here. And as always, but by the way, Chris, there is one conversation going on the YouTube channel with Ryan and Jackie.
Oh,
You know,
I need to check that out when I get a chance.
yes, they're talking about food. So the food conversation has sparked something interesting. Welcome, everyone. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228. Welcome. This is how we start off the segment, keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. Keeping you in the know, we start off with Chris Wilby.
Good afternoon again to you, Lady D. Good afternoon to all the listeners. All right, so we're starting off this evening, Lady D, with an article I found in the Jamaica Observer, and it says U.S.-based Christian groups adopt Gordontown Health Center. After receiving quality medical care at the Percy Junior Hospital in Manchester on 2 occasions as a youngster, the Reverend Paul Peart was determined to extend a hand to local health facilities in need. It has always been in my heart to return some kind of favor to health facilities in Jamaica because they took care of me, said Peart, who is a senior pastor and New Testament Temple Church of God, NTTCOG, in New York and chairman of Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency, GNCOA. Through a collaborative effort of NTTCOG and GHCOA, Peart decided to get involved in the Ministry of Health's Adopt a Clinic program, and the two entities have now adopted the Gordontown Health Center in St. Andrew. After attending a diaspora conference a few years ago and sitting and hearing of all of the aspirations for Jamaica, I went back to my church, so enthused, and I informed our church that we wanted to do something including adopting a clinic. Our aspirations are not just to adopt one, but as many as the Lord will allow us, he said, during the adoption ceremony at Jamaica House in St. Andrew last Friday. The entities have committed $4 million towards supporting the clinic over the next 4 years under the initiative. The money will be used to purchase clinic and office equipment as well as infrastructure upgrades and maintenance. The Health Ministry launched the Adopt a Clinic program in November 2017. It is designed to target 100 health centers across the island for support from local and international individuals, groups, and corporate entities. The Gordontown Health Center, which is a Type 3 facility, sees approximately 1,750 people per month. It is the 35th health facility to benefit from the program. It accommodates residents from communities including Gordontown, Mavis Bank, Mudtown, Content Gap, and Hall's Delight. Member of Parliament for St. Andrew East Rural, Juliet Holness, charged that much support is needed for the health center. The Gordontown Health Center has been in desperate need of help. It is the best health center to adopt at this time. It is one that is in true need and one that will be eternally grateful for the help, said Holness. In the meantime, Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton is calling on members of religious organizations to assist with challenges faced in the health sector. My appeal is for the faith-based organizations to rally around the greatest needs that we face as a people, which is to get compliance, support, and responsiveness around our efforts in controlling the novel coronavirus pandemic. The science is clear, but if not for the science, do it for the faith. What is very clear is that the alternative of doing nothing is an alternative that places us at a greater risk, said Tufton. Lady D.
Out of Kingston, Jamaica. The Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees, UCASE, says wage and fringe benefits negotiations with UC Russell Alumina Jamaica Limited for a new collective labor agreement are not going well. Following 5 meetings at the local level and 2 meetings at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, the union said the company has failed to make an offer to the workers on the union's 24-point claim. The union had served a 24-point claim on the company on behalf of over 600 production workers at the UC Russell's Ewiton, Port Esquivel, Kirkvine Works, and Swallenberg locations in a letter dated September 9, 2020. This followed the staging of several protests by employees last year over the negotiations. UC Russell Alumina Jamaica Limited is a subsidiary of UC Russell plc Limited with headquarters in Moscow, Russia, and is one of the largest processors of bauxite, alumina, and aluminium and other metals. The Labour Ministry has set another meeting for Monday, August 23, 2021 at 10 a.m. to continue the negotiations between the parties. President of UCASE, Vincent Morrison, is leading the union's team in the negotiations.
Jamaica recorded 513 new cases of COVID-19 on Sunday and 11 virus-related deaths, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of confirmed cases on the island since the outbreak to 58,458 and the confirmed deaths to 1,311. The new cases comprise 306 females and 207 males with ages ranging from 33 days to 96 years. According to the ministry, 134 of the cases were recorded in St. Catherine, 94 in Kingston and St. Andrew, 93 in Westmoreland, 54 in St. James, 47 in St. Anne, 21 in St. Elizabeth, 17 each in Hanover, Manchester, and Trelawney, 10 in Clarendon, 7 in St. Mary, and 1 each in Portland and St. Thomas. Meanwhile, 4 of the latest deaths are from Kingston and St. Andrew, including 3 females ages 54, 84, and 86, and 83-year-old male. 2 of the victims were from Manchester, a male and a female, both age 43. The remaining victims were a 31-year-old female from St. Elizabeth, a 62-year-old female from St. Anne, a 31-year-old female from St. Catherine, and a 52-year-old male from Westmoreland. The ministry further reported 42 new recoveries, which pushed the total recoveries to 47,480. There are 9,297 active cases on the island.
House Speaker and Member of Parliament Marissa Dalrymple Filbert is among 3 people who were allegedly observed dumping garbage in a dumping zone on Salem Main Road, St. Andrew on Sunday. The 66-year-old politician of a St. Anne address has since been charged with breaches of the National Solid Waste Management Act, the police said. Also charged are 30-year-old Giovanni Filbert, an operations manager of a St. Anne address, and 42-year-old Simon Sanchez of a Warsop Trelawney address. The police report that at about 11:15 a.m., the lawmen were patrolling along the Salem Main Road when they allegedly observed a pickup truck disposing of garbage in an illegal dumping area. The 3 people were subsequently charged. They are scheduled to appear before the St. Anne Court on Thursday, October 7, 2021. The Jamaica Labour Party earlier expressed support for its Member of Parliament in the illegal dumping accusations.
St. Thomas cabbies support rejection of 15% fare increase. Taxi operators in St. Thomas are standing in solidarity with the National Council of Taxi Associations, the NCOTA, in its rejection of the government's 15% fare increase. The announcement was made on Friday, and the new rates took effect today. Operators argued that the 15% increase is insufficient. Speaking with the Gleaner, president of the St. Thomas Taxi Association, Louise Millwood, said a counter application for a better rate hike has been submitted to the government. The least we are looking for is 25 or 30%. The last time we got a raise was in 2013, and count how many times gas and motor vehicle parts have raised since then, Millwood lamented. It's not that we are trying to undermine the public. We're just looking out for something just to move on. What we are asking for can't even break even because the price of gas is very expensive, and every week it goes up, and when it is rising, it rises by the dollars, and when it drops, it is by cents, he said. Millwood said operators will withdraw their service if a response to the counter application is not received in short order. In the meantime, operators are calling for the government to address deficiencies in the transport system in the parish. One operator cites the issue of inadequate routes. The route sheet with them sent out needs a lot of reviewing because we see routes on it that people now run like Ayers Valley to Albion. Nobody not running that route. So a 2 taxi you have to take to reach from Albion to Ayers Valley, shared the operator who plies the Yallas to Lowethersville route. Another thing is enough routes where we run, may not see on the sheet. Revision is needed for the routes because they don't consider the turnoff. There are a lot of communities that don't have an official route like Swamp and Logwood. So it's like those communities don't exist based on what we are seeing. The operator is calling for the government to undertake consultation with key stakeholders.
It is now 19 minutes after 6 o'clock. Police say a man who was named as a person of interest in the kidnapping and shooting death of an Atlanta bartender will be charged with her murder. Mariam Aldurab, 27, was found shot to death early Friday morning off Lakewood Avenue. Friends told Channel 2 Action News she left her bartending job at Reverie VR Bar in Midtown early Friday morning. Neighbors had reported seeing her being forced into a car in front of her home in Chosewood Park around 5 a.m. DeMarcus Brinkley was arrested after a car chase and crash in Griffin later Friday afternoon. He was held on traffic charges, but considered a person of interest in Abdullah Rab's death. On Saturday, police said homicide investigators had enough evidence to secure warrants against Brinkley. He will be charged with murder, aggravated assault, kidnapping, false imprisonment, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Brinkley is currently stable at Atlanta Medical Center. Once he is released from the hospital, he will be taken to the Fulton County Jail, police said. According to police reports from 2013, Brinkley was arrested in connection to the attempted rape of a child. He was charged with aggravated child molestation, criminal attempt to commit rape, cruelty to children in the first degree, and simple battery, according to jail records. It's unclear if the victim knew her killer.
As the COVID-19 Delta variant continues to spread rapidly throughout the 5 boroughs, New York City is doing something no other major city in the U.S. is doing, an indoor vaccine mandate. When you step out the door, make sure to bring your proof of vaccination along with other outdoor essentials. Mayor Bill de Blasio's indoor vaccine mandate goes into effect tomorrow, meaning indoor dining, indoor gyms, and indoor entertainment venues are now off limits to people who are not vaccinated. Under this new requirement, people must now show proof that they received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. This is part of Mayor de Blasio's key to New York City plan to stop the spread. While the mandate begins tomorrow, it will not be fully enforced until September 13 to give businesses the ability to figure out how to follow the new mandate. The mayor says the additional time should allow for a seamless transition. Indoor establishments must now navigate how to go about ensuring customers are vaccinated. Boca Restaurant and the lounge on Webster Avenue has been preparing for the new mandate. Mayor de Blasio says he has gone over these measures with the Department of Justice, ensuring they are legal.
8 people were shot at the playground outside of the Eleanor Roosevelt houses in Brooklyn, police say. According to reports, a music video was filmed in the area when 2 gunmen opened fire at 12:30 a.m. along DeKalb Avenue. At the time, reports say there were about 100 to 150 people present. 5 men and 3 women were shot. Witnesses say minors were also on scene. 2 rounds were also fired into nearby apartment windows. The victims were all young adults with their ages ranging from 18 to 27 years old. They were all taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. Mr. Welby?
And finally, sorry, Lady D, finally, from my end, Lady D, West Indies Delight. This one is for the cricket lovers. The 4th day of the first test match at Sabina Park between the West Indies and Pakistan was not one for the faint-hearted. However, the home side managed to claw their way to a nail-biting 1-wicket win, which puts the host 1-0 up in the 2-match series. It was a concerted effort from the entire team. However, there were standout performances, first from Jaden Seals with the ball, then Jermaine Blackwood and Kemar Roach with the bat, which allowed the West Indies to chase down the 168 runs needed to win. This after the West Indies had restricted Pakistan to 204 in their second innings. Seals was masterful with his aggressive seam bowling as his maiden test 5-wicket haul broke the backs of the Pakistani batting unit, which folded after resuming the day on 160 for 5. The Trinidadian's man of the match effort of 5 for 55 allowed him to become the youngest West Indies bowler to pick up a test 5-wicket haul at 19 years and 338 days, beating Alfred Valentine's 71-year-old record. Kemar Roach was his usual dependable self with the ball, picking up 3 wickets for 30 runs, while Jason Holder and Kyle Mears took a wicket each. with the latter picking up the crucial wicket of the innings' top scorer, Babar Azam, who made 55. Set a target of 168 on a tricky Sabina Park surface. The hosts got off to the worst possible start, losing 3 wickets with just 16 runs on the board, thanks to a brilliant spell of fast bowling from Shaheen Shan Afridi. It took a 68-run wicket stand between Blackwood and Roston Chase to get the Windies back on track, with Chase getting to 22 before he edged a Fahim Asram delivery to slip at 84 for 4. Blackwood eventually brought up his 50 off 69 balls with 10 fours. However, he would add just 5 runs more before he became the 6th wicket to fall with a score on 111. The scenario would get worse 3 runs later as Hassan Ali rattled the stumps of Jason Holder for 16 to leave the Windies at 114 for 7. It was then down to wicketkeeper Joshua De Silva and the tail to do the business. And he and Roach added a valuable 28 runs for the 8th wicket before De Silva went caught behind off a Friday for 13. Roach continued to play positively despite the fall of Jomel Warkan's wicket with the score on 151. And he and last man Seals nipped away at the runs to bring the scenario right down to the end, with Roach hitting Ali through extra cover for the final 2 runs to seal the win. Roach was left not out on 30 with 2 fours, with Seals unbeaten on 2 as Shaheen Shai Afridi finished with 4 wickets for 50 runs and Ali 3 for 37. Roach said after the match that he was always confident of getting over the line. Just stay positive, that's me, he said. I just believed in myself, and as our batting coach, Monty Desai, says, take it one ball at a time.
Well, 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 things are happening for the Windies. We are happy for them. I remember, I wrote when I was doing, so you know how long ago that was, GCE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had written about something about cricket and got a really good grade in English. So whenever I hear about them, it takes me back to a time. Good afternoon, everyone. Keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. Brought to you right here by Universal Document Solution, Inc. Don't forget to call Mr. X-Doll Powell, 914-361-9466 or 914-384-4903. He will assist you in resolving your birth certificate, driver's license, and passport needs. So your Jamaican citizenship, divorce certificates, Jamaican marriage certificates, correction of error, Jamaican birth certificates, passport renewal, your Jamaican driver's license renewal, and deed poll. And I recently mentioned to my audience the other day, Chris, that there are people who, when they were born, their mother sent their friend or some family relative with their name written on a sheet of paper, and by the time they got there, it was recorded as something else, or the year was wrong, or the birth date was wrong. So people have been challenged with this, and especially now with immigration requirements that has, stepped up to a very high level. You have to have everything right. And there are some people who still have that white birth certificate. I don't know why. But you need to get your new birth certificate. Marriage certificate, the very same thing. So please call Mr. Powell. He'll be able to help you to resolve your challenges. 914-361-9466 or 914-384-4903. Welcome back, everyone. It is, of course, the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Chris, the first headline you read, I sat here listening and I said to myself, my goodness, the organization in which I worship and the organization of which I work, Good Neighbors Community Outreach Agency, is indeed a subsidiary of New Testament Temple Church of God. and
Right.
the collaboration with the Jamaican diaspora and Member of Parliament in Jamaica, Juliet Holness, and the Health and Wellness Ministry, and everybody came together, and we were able to adopt the Gordon Town Health Center. That's an amazing accomplishment because while we do all we do here in the diaspora, anybody who knows of Good Neighbors and New Testament Temple on Seymour Avenue in the Bronx will tell you that there is never a day that the activity is not geared towards helping somebody. Whether it's furniture, people drop furniture. I'm telling you, people drop off furniture to us. People come and pick them up. You know, you just say take. People get clothes and food and all of that. And I'm extremely proud of everyone who has dropped their nickel and dime in to make this work financially.
Congratulations
Yes.
are in order, Lady D.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
very proud of our organizations, and we continue to work hard. We're not the kind of people who just talk and don't do the work. We do the work, and
Right.
this is an achievement. So we thank everyone. Guess who is online with us this afternoon? He drops in like a bird from the sky. DL.
Eddie?
DL. Eddie on YouTube.
Oh,
Eddie
yeah.
on YouTube. Oh Lord. We can barely hear Eddie when he calls. I wonder if he's hearing me. No, sir.
Hey,
DL.
DL, how are you? Long time.
Mr. Denton Lloyd, that's a whole lot of conversation. You're asking that question here now. No, it's very simple. He's asking, what does the Adopt a Clinic center entails or involves? So it's very simple. They have a listing of clinics that are available for adoption. You can go through the list, look at it, and you can say, I need that one. Of course, from that list, if the clinic is already adopted, there's a green bulleted point there. If not, it's left open. So we chose Gordon Town. And of course, you have to give your seed money to adopt the clinic, which is wired. We're adopting the clinic for the next 4 years. We have a plaque. You go through the process of, signing the MOU. The MOU comes, you read it. And if you're good with everything that's in there, then you signed it, you sign off, and then they make the arrangements for you to come down, have the ceremony, which coincided. They decided to do it because the missions team went to Jamaica. So that was a good time for them to get it done. Of course, they had a signing ceremony. It could have been at a larger staged event, but because of the COVID protocols and so on, it was held at the office of the Prime Minister, and the photo op and the press briefing, etc., etc. So it's just like that. And of course, your organization has to be in good standing. They check up on you as well, though you're in the diaspora. So, your accounting has to be in order, the reputation of the organization that wants to adopt, all of that. So, thankfully, we operate our organizations in such a way that there is, nothing untoward. So we give God thanks for that. Yes, Chris. So, DL, I hope that answers your question. So, any other observations you've made in our headlines this afternoon, Chris? And then we can delve into our topic.
Which one I was thinking about? Can't recall which one right now off the top of my head. I'll have to go. Oh yes, there was this one about the Speaker of the House being charged.
Oh dear, isn't that something?
It's very unfortunate. I listened to the newscast on Nationwide earlier, and the party is standing by her. She was charged. She was It just doesn't send a good signal, because if you have the leaders of the country, it just reinforces the statement, do as I say,
Not as I do.
but not as I do, you know.
Yes.
So it's not a good look at all. So we'll watch that one and see what happened. But they literally caught her in the act. So
Yes.
I don't know how.
So,
Yeah.
it's very unfortunate that she's caught into this kind of a situation. But that tells you that no matter how many laws and your position in the country, right, at a very high level, at the core is your humanity, who you are as a human being, and you're susceptible to doing things. It's just because you're not caught. Right? So it's just like people who are driving in their motor cars and they throw a box juice through the window or something. Illegal dumping is a chronic situation. And so, the government has been really clamping down on that. And so here she is. If she has to pay a fine, she has to pay it. It doesn't matter what support she gets by way of allegiance.
Yeah.
If she has
Exactly,
done something
exactly.
wrong, she has done something wrong.
And she's a part of the government that is trying to reinforce it.
Yeah. There you go. What a something. That's just a mess right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, any other? So we can just introduce our topic quickly and
No,
see.
that's all right. No, we're good.
We're good right there. So once again, good afternoon to everyone tuning in. Don't forget, the show is also brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. They have now set up a tent to on the opposite side of the street, where I think it's on a Thursday. You can go and they have their jerk and this and that going on over there. So I plan to go over there to get something nice. There is a caller online, Chris. Let's acknowledge the caller. Good afternoon. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know. And we are hearing a sound as if you have your device on. Could you please turn it down?
I hear nothing.
Go. Good afternoon, DL. Have a little thing about you. How are you today?
Come on. Let's see.
Good day.
I not really. Good day. Mr. Wilby, how are you? By the way, when are you gonna stop Wilby and D?
I beg your pardon, sir.
Tell Mr. Wilby, when is he gonna stop being Wilby and D?
But I will always be.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, another note. I went shopping into your supermarket in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
In my supermarket?
Yeah. There's a supermarket in Mount Vernon. There's a supermarket in Mount Vernon there in your name. Will be supermarket.
Oh, will be supermarket.
Okay.
Chris, you didn't tell me you have a chain of supermarkets.
Well, I didn't know that either. So, thank you for informing me, dear.
Yeah.
I bust a secret now. You can find it on First Street, Lady D. You can find it at First Street and 11th Avenue.
No problem. I'll go shopping.
That's a
Anyways,
who are we supposed to send that bill to?
Well,
Certainly not
Lady
me.
D should go. Lady D should go by in my visit and let them know that Mr. Wilby is a contributor to her show. He's a co-host, and he wants some business from them.
Okay, all right, sir.
Just remind us
Some
to call.
sponsorship from them.
We'll just call News 12 when we're going.
Okay. Anyway, I did see something regarding. I think I did hear something, and I saw something regarding Miss Dalrymple, but I didn't take time out to go into the detail. What exactly happened? What kind of nefarious or pecuniary activity she get caught in?
Go ahead, Mr. Wilby. Repeat your story.
It's an illegal dumping. She was caught dumping
Oh, that's right.
trash at an illegal dumping site.
In our constituency?
No, it's not in a constituency. I don't think. No.
Yeah. So what is going to be our outcome?
Well, they actually asked them to report to the police station, and they did report to the police station, so they were charged. It was 4 people, she along with the other occupants of the vehicle, so they were charged. So they're now going to have to appear before the courts, and then the court will sort it out.
She called for resignation.
No. We
Oh,
haven't
we
heard.
didn't
Any,
expect
we haven't
that.
heard. No, we haven't heard that. But
Huh?
we haven't heard anything like that. But this tells us that this is not the first time. I think it's
Okay.
something that.
Most definitely, it'll
Yeah.
just get caught now. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Right.
Been
Yeah.
getting away with it, and then keep pushing your luck, and then trying to get caught. Once it's opportunity on the radio airwaves to salute our good friend and faithful Miss Patricia on a very special day.
Absolutely, Miss Pat birthday.
Yes. I heard
But she
that
must
she
be-
just turned 21 and all.
She's no longer
She,
she's no longer 59. Even more so now, she cannot be packing in the bag and going across.
Lord Jesus. I
But
tell you.
I was having fun. Enjoy your day, lady. Keep being young and sprightly and everything.
Right. I just picked up a call. Hold your thoughts a moment. Good afternoon. Do we have a caller online?
Good afternoon, Lady D and Mr. Wilby and the gentleman you have on the phone.
That's DL.
How are you?
Mr. Wilby,
Thank
would
you.
you
Good
like
evening to you, too.
Young lady.
Okay, I would
Lady D.
Yam lady.
I'm going to beat you up, but I'm not saying because you have too much people that would hit me in the head, but I'm going to beat you
You're
up.
right about that.
Yeah, because she adapting clinic and all those goodies there and not even a cent, You don't put it on the radio so I could put that 1 cent in.
No.
Exactly.
No, so
Well kept secret.
No, it's not. No, so listen, we did not publicize it like that.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we
That's why I'm
didn't.
going to beat you
No,
up.
you don't
That's
need to
not what I
beat.
called for. That is private between you and I.
Yes. Okay.
Mr. I agree with Mr. Wilby. This morning when I heard that news on the RJR news there about the dumping, and I said it struck me the same thing I said to myself when I heard it as what Mr. These people think that they have been here, there, and everywhere, but we're talking Jamaica now. They're above the law, and what goes for the geese goes for the gander, and that's what politics is all about. When they in politics, they think they can do anything and get away. If it was you or any one of us did that, we would be probably in jail by now and somebody bail us out and all that. Because, it is not right. It is not right. And too much under the table and too much of this in Jamaica. We want to cut that out and let the stream flow without anything stopping it going down. We'll talk, Lady D.
All
God
right,
bless.
ma'am. I'm looking for the beating.
But I mean, what in the world got into her? Doesn't she understand her status and position as a member of parliament and the speaker of the house? And how can she be conducting herself so
Well,
irresponsibly?
I go back to the point. No matter what your status is, at some point you're going to do something that is not in keeping. That's just normal human behavior. And so, she perhaps thought they could have gotten away with it. It just so happened that the police, they were passing. Failing that, if we're just regular people, they would drive gone about their business and said to themselves, amongst themselves, oh, see 2 people over there dumping so and so. But that wasn't the case. So it just goes to show you, we will.
Her?
How many? I like to, have these kinds of discussions. Why? We think that we ought to be reminded at all times, and it sounds plausible, but it's not always realistic. that if I'm the prime minister or if I'm the pastor or if I'm, we don't always operate in a state of perfect, what is the word? Of being perfect.
Perfection.
Or perfection. We don't.
Right.
Perfect order. Yeah, but
You know,
I know that. But my God, come on,
me understand.
You should.
I think she was
hello.
Yeah, but I think she was being a little bit. She was trying to be a little bit smart, because she actually didn't do the dumping herself. But I think it was her vehicle and the person, the occupants of the vehicle. So she probably sent the person out to dump the garbage. So it's I don't think what they are charging everyone in the vehicle. And that is where the technicality is going to come in now when they go to court.
Seems so.
And she might just get off the case because
yes, because you're there, you're on the spot, you're a part of. You might not have taken the garbage and carried it over there, but you drove them there.
Yeah, she's an accomplice to it. She's an accessory to it. And in fact, is even more so. Even of course, you're going to have that argument that she didn't do it. If she was on the scene of a murder, she'd be an accessory to it. And again, remember what she represents. She's a member of parliament and Speaker of the House.
Right.
Yeah. So it looked bad.
So you deep on accomplice.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you put it. It's just not a good look.
No,
they
it's
can
not.
twist
It's
it
bad.
and turn it however they want to do it. It's just not a good look.
Absolutely. I'd love to be the one prosecuting her.
Okay.
You can apply for the job.
Right. All right.
I would love to prosecute she. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll listen
Blessings.
what other people call.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Dale.
Okay, go. I'm going to check out your supermarket.
Okay.
You're not supposed to think on the radio for sure.
I see it there. I know.
Lordy Jesus. There you go.
All right,
okay.
All right.
Thank you, same to you.
Let's go to the phone line. Good afternoon. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know.
Good for that policeman. Is she living in the area to which she was dumping? First question I want to find out.
Not sure. Chris, they didn't say that, did they?
No, I don't think
because
so, no.
I hope she's not living in the area, and I hope they severely charge her, because Lady D, you know what we would say? You see them people over there, so them are dirty nigga, look how they dump. Not knowing is the top celebrities from Beverly Hills come there, come dump their garbage, and the people of the community get the blame. So I hope they charge her severely, and if it costs her job, costs her job. Send a message across, nobody above the law, everyone must obey the law, and it's full-time Jamaica reach that standard, because all of we blame the people and call them dirty nigger, and how they look throw them garbage in a gully, and how they not keep gully clean, but look who is contributing to the factor of the animosity of the gully.
Yes.
They should have tied her up in a halfway tree and price it on top of her head. Disgusting. Shame. For somebody in the upper house to be contributed to the animosity of the community, to which the taxpayer keep on paying for the repairs, and it keeps on damnating.
Yeah.
Yes, it is bad.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's bad.
Disgusting.
It's bad.
Because me remember thoroughly be one of them. Me one of them because I said, look how they keep it gully dirty, and look how they not keep it then gully dirty. But here it is. Look who is contributing to the animosity of the gully. The people them should have hold her and beat her over there. That them should have endure.
Okay, sir.
Awful.
Thank you, Ryan. We hear you. Okay. All righty, let's take another call. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, Miss Beautiful. Good afternoon, Mr. Willoughby.
Well, Chris, you know who is calling us? Chris,
It's not your supermarket. It's owned by Dominican.
You know what, Vernon?
So you're out of that.
No.
Okay?
No.
Now that lady
I,
who the speaker of the house, right?
Uh-huh.
Is a police officer caught her doing that?
yes. Let me just read the article for you 1 minute so that everybody will get up to speed. House Speaker and Member of Parliament Marisa Dalrymple Filbert is among 3 people who were allegedly observed dumping garbage in a no dumping zone on Salem Main Road, St. Anne on Sunday. The 66-year-old politician of a St. Anne address has since been charged with breaches of the National Solid Waste Management Act, the police said. Also charged are 30-year-old Giovanni Filbert, an operations manager of a St. Anne address, and 42-year-old Simon Sanchez of a Warsaw Trelawney address. The police report that about 11:15 a.m., the lawmen were patrolling along the Salem Main Road when they allegedly observed a pickup truck disposing of garbage in an illegal dumping area. The 3 people were subsequently charged. They are scheduled to appear before the St. Anne Bay Court on Thursday, October 7th, 2021. So that's the article.
Yes, you don't understand that when you're dumping illegally, you have to do it in the dark.
Oh,
You don't learn that yet.
and that make it right.
Vernon.
Nobody will see it in the dark.
You know what, Vernon? We are not
And
encouraging.
that police is gonna lose his job very soon.
We're not encouraging anybody
Yeah,
dumping
problem.
at all.
Eh?
We're not encouraging anybody dumping at nighttime,
You're not
daytime.
encouraging nothing. You only to work down there.
Okay.
Jamaica things work different from up here.
All right.
They want to do better than that. That's very bad.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay.
And they must have places where you can do legal, but you have to pay.
All right.
But that's what you want to pay. That's very bad.
Yes, yes.
All right. You all have a wonderful
Thanks,
evening.
Vernon. All right. Good afternoon. We have...
All right, take it easy.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Hi, Gloria.
Wilby.
Good evening,
Boy,
Gloria.
Vernon is such a treat. Vernon, I lie down here not so well. Vernon, let me help to laugh.
Right.
Vernon said she didn't know that she should do it in the dark. That's why a lot of people, because, you know, even Christians, God is watching, and because she didn't know that she shouldn't do it in the light, she didn't nobody was seeing her. But that's how God works. You do things in the dark,
You come to light.
supposedly, and they would blame it on somebody else. Come on, she's at the top of the line. Why can't you set the example?
I know that people
She's
don't
way up there.
get it to all
Mr. Pat,
together,
happy
right?
birthday, my dear.
Yes, happy birthday, Pat. Echoing that sentiment. I'm,
You know it's
I
the
was
wrong place
wishing
to
out,
dump,
hoping
and
that Pat would have
instead of her telling them not to do it there, she joined them. But as as the caller said, she didn't know that she shouldn't do it in the light. Good for her. Blessings. Thank you, Lady D. Thank you, Mr.
You're
Wilson.
welcome.
Good for her,
right.
because they blame the less fortunate people all the time. So good for her. She must be an example. We are not perfect, but things like those, you must have an instinct. If she can't read, to tell her, say, no, it's wrong. And you do it with other people. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Blessings,
Well,
Lady D. Blessings.
Blessings.
her excuse, was that she did not know that it was an illegal dumping site. She thought it was legal.
Oh, they didn't have
But
any
even,
sign
but
there?
even
Well,
so,
the police, according to what I heard, the police brought her over to the sign that was partially covered with debris.
Okay. But she know it's
So,
wrong to take her garbage from wherever she is, up in the hills, to dump it at certain place. Put it to the side of the road as anybody else, and I know she have helpers to put out her garbage. Why you take it from your end and to go do it over the come on,
somebody
come on.
else's community.
Yes, mine must keep pretty and nice, but I must and then me gone and me yard gonna cock up on my veranda. No, it's wrong. It is wrong.
Yes,
Blessings
ma'am.
and thank you.
Blessings. We hear you, and
All right, God bless.
we confirm that it is inappropriate. It's wrong. We know that. I just know that human beings don't get it right all the time. Is there someone else on the line?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I had to call back because I've been listening to what Chris read to Vernon, give me a little more insight. It's in her constituency. She's a member of parliament for that area. Salem is in her constituency. She represents Northwest St. Anne,
Mm-hmm.
and Salem is in her constituency.
So that make it worse.
You know where Salem is, right? Salem is sort of like in between Finance Day and Runaway Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's her constituency, and to think also that it's daytime. She had the audacity and the cojones to in broad daylight, and as Vernon said that you never miss you guys anyone losing job. It's worth following those policemen to see what happened to them because it's worth following to see what happened and get transfer or whatever it is. It's worth following. She's supposed to be setting an example. Well, they're going to make an example of her. So it's interesting. She really, really
In a bind there.
out of order.
Yes.
Yes.
Really, to put it nicely, she's out of order. Really out of order. Big time.
True.
So, what do you think, though?
Thank you, DL.
Okay.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thanks, dear.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, we have 3 minutes to go, but I believe that there are several people who do things that are inappropriate. Many people do things that are inappropriate and believe they can get away with it. I never expect that people are always going to be able to walk in perfection, but you should still bear in mind every chance you get that the thing you're about to do, as long as it's not in the normal course of being right, then there's going to be repercussions. And that's the truth. So there you go with that.
You're absolutely correct on that.
There's going to be repercussions, and no matter how you want to dance around it, you're going to have to answer. Give somebody an answer as to why. It's like a child. Do not touch the stove when you see it's lit like that. It's heat, it's flame, it's flammable. It will burn you. If you use gas, anything, and still they see you light the fire, the moment they turn their backs, you're gone, they're gone. Pull down the pot, you put your finger there, it burn you. Instinctively, that's how human beings are. So, this has been quite an informative segment today here on the Monday Drive. Chris Wilby, and I know that Haiti has been impacted by an earthquake.
Yes.
And it's recently when we did the segment on Haiti, when their president was assassinated, and we spoke of them and so on. And yet you say, why? But we don't have the answer, do we? Natural disasters and so on happens. Jamaica felt a 7 point something. The Bahamas felt it. Wherever else felt it. And I know what it feels like to be in a building on a seventh floor downtown Kingston and feel a building back in 93, feel a building going over, swaying literally we are merging over to one side, and then the building comes right back together and you feel it shake. So we must give thanks. We don't give thanks enough. We complain and we're just brash, rude, deceitful, ungodly people. And there's so much that God has spared us from. So much. People are running all over the place in Afghanistan. You know, all kind of something happening. Countries are experiencing fires, all kinds of things. But because in our nature, we are selfish human beings, then there is going to be a penalty for what we do. So, I hope that you will all have yourselves a beautiful Monday. Your closing statements, Mr. Wilby, as always.
Yeah, it's been an interesting discussion, and once again, I want to say thanks to you and all the listeners, and happy birthday again to Pat. We didn't hear her today, but she's out celebrating, so we're looking forward to hearing her next week.
Yes.
Have a good night, Lady D.
Blessings, Chris Wilby. Thank you for joining me. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts on a Monday afternoon right here on this show, Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful Monday evening, and I'm looking forward to being back on Thursday with Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect, and I should be having my author coming this Thursday, so stick and stay for the promo, okay? Thanks to everyone who called in. Thanks to my sponsors, Cooler Runnings, Jamaican Restaurant, and Universal Document Solution, Inc. Blessings, love. Thanks to my YouTubers. Mwah. I'm out of here. And while we're out of here, just to say, please ensure that you wear your mask and don't get yourselves into anything you don't need to. That's my thing for you. Blessings, everyone.
Universal Document Solution Inc. We are the best in resolving your passport, birth certificate, and driver's license needs. But that's not all we have to offer. Our services also include marriage certificates, late entry of name, late registration, deed poll, preparing immigration forms, notary public services, and other specialized documents designed to meet your needs. UDS is at 4225 Monticello Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10466. Our friendly and courteous staff is ready and waiting. So pick up the phone. Don't delay. Call us at 914-384-4903 or 914-361-9466. Also visit our website at www.udssolution.com or email expow473@gmail.com. Universal Document Solution Inc. No hassle. We do it all for you.
Welcome to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
But you can't find good help? Well, look no further. Quicklink Construction is a licensed general construction company that's fully insured for the 5 boroughs and Westchester. A one-stop construction company that will cater to your needs. Experience is what counts in this business, and we have the experience for more than 35 years. So if you need a paint job, call us. If the roof is talking to you, call us.